Hello, my lovely Taurians. I am so happy to be creating this video for you because I'm Taurus too. So I always love the messages that we get as a community. Welcome to my channel. My name's Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I hope you will like and subscribe, and I hope that you will join us here. As my intent is to expand and to create a place for us to come together and to learn all about spirit and how spirit has messages for us each week. And so this week I am doing my reading a little bit different than I had previously. I'm always trying to continually improve. The guidance that I got this week was, last week we talked about our throat chakra, speaking our truth, activating all of the centers within our head space that would allow us to bring in our spiritual awareness, our spiritual knowing, our spiritual communication, our ability to be able to hear spirit, all of those types of things. And this week, Spirit had told me that what they want to work on, I want you to be aware of, is that we do have 6 planets in retrograde. We had 7. Venus is now direct. However, one of the biggest challenges for this next week is that Mercury retrograde, which we are in the midpoint in that retrograde. And Mercury is the planet of communication. So when planets are in retrograde, a lot of times what happens is there's a breakdown in whatever the energies are that are represented by that specific planet. So in this case, it's communication. So that means that you may be affected by things that are breaking down in terms of it could be internet issues, it could be phone issues, it could be your laptop or your desktop. It could be anything that has to do with electronics or electricity, really. Could be a car issue. It's those types of things that break down during these retrograde periods. That's not going to happen for everyone, but it's just an awareness that you should be mindful of. And then the other thing is it affects travel. So if, let's say you're getting ready to go on a trip, I would just double check all of your plans. Make sure that you have a way to and from the airport. If you're planning to park at the airport, just double check that the area that you wish to park in has availability. I had a recent trip that I was going to be gone for 3 weeks, and I went to go park at Las Vegas Airport, and I typically park in the economy parking, and that was not available because they were earmarking that parking lot specifically for their employees. So therefore, I had to park in the long-term parking, which ended up costing me a ton of money. So I'm just telling you this as my example, because that's the one that came to my mind, that may be an issue. So just double check all your stuff, slow down, double check your work if you're at work, because it's so easy for us to make mistakes during this time. And then one of the energies that the retrogrades do create for us is to revisit and relook at the things that we may have worked through previously, but another lesson comes up and you think to yourself, gosh, I worked through this. How much more do I really need to do? But that's kind of what this energy is about when you have all of these retrograde planets. So retrograde, RE. So all of the words that start with RE, which is regroup, refocus, rebuild, redo, rebalance, refuel, rebirth, revisit, reflect, realign, recreate. And then 2 of my favorites is relax, because we typically don't spend enough time juicing up our own batteries, right? We typically give and give and give and give, or we're rushing here and there, and especially if we have busy lives and kids and all of the stuff. Every once in a while, we just need to relax. And then my last one is my favorite one, which is rejoice. I know a lot of people, when they hear that word, it brings up, references of rejoicing the word of God, or rejoicing the life of Christ, or, whatever it is that your religious denomination is, it usually brings up that feeling. However, when I hear that word, I get filled up with joy. I do get filled up with joy, and I can feel it just really just, swirling around my aura and my energy field, and I can feel myself feeling lighter. So what you throw out into the world is what you create, and what you throw out into the world comes back to you tenfold. So if you can find that spot of being joyful and being grateful, those are the energies that can be working in your favor in the retrograde period. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm going to do my reading a little bit different. I do plan to pull 3 oracle cards for you. I am going to do a complete spread of tarot cards. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 3 final messages, which are kind of 3 final messages, or 3 kind of energies that you can tap into, that you can work through, kind of as an exercise for the week that this reading is, which is September the 10th through the 16th. And so when I go to do your actual reading, I'm actually going to take myself off of the monitor, so that your focus is directly on the cards. And the reason why I want to do that is because I realize that when I'm just focusing on the cards, I pick up a lot more. I can hear, but I'm visual. I'm a visual learner. So when I just see the cards themselves, I get a lot more meaning out of it. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen for you too. So at the end, when I get ready to throw you to give you your 3 cards, I will come back on to say my goodbyes, but I will also give you your last 3 cards for the day. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start your reading itself. I'm going to pull myself off of here, hide myself. And then the energy that I really wanted to talk to you quickly about was for this earth energy, which is what we are, earth signs. What we're working through this month is learning when to move forward and when to pull back, making time to slow down, rest, and tune into our natural rhythms. You'll be reminded of the inner resources you already possess as you learn to embrace childlike joy and play. Have fun, seek pleasure. You're learning how to initiate changes and make choices that aren't conditioned by the past. You're learning how to support yourself as well as you support others, and cultivate happiness from within you. You're realizing that you no longer are the same person that you used to be, and all the values you've gained along your journey. Okay? I love that message. Okay, so now I'm going to pull your cards. And Spirit has asked me to do this a little different. Ooh, Fox, what's that all about? Thinking on your, oh, and angels. Wow, Taurus, we're being blessed. Look at these great cards. Okay, and then here are, okay, just want to make sure everything fits on here. This looks a little crooked, doesn't it? I can't tell when I'm laying them out. Hierophant. 4 wands. 4 cups. So we got two 4s right in a row. Oh, the sun card. Love the sun. Oh, lovers. Chariot. And the moon. We got a lot of major arcana. So this is going to be a pretty spectacular energy, right? Because we've got the Hierophant, we've got the sun card, we've got the lovers, the chariot, and the moon. So that's all. So the way that the columns are broken down is, this is the energy leading up to the week of September the 10th. This energy is the energy of the week of September 10th. And then this is what we're creating for our future. Okay. So this is past, present, future. So I pick up this card and it says, let me see it. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this camera. Guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand. I do not walk alone. And I got to tell you, from my own life experience, this card resonates so strongly with me. And I love that we also got this card of I'm surrounded by angels. These are two great, great cards. Okay, so we start off with the Hierophant. Now, interestingly, the Hierophant is actually a Taurian energy. The Hierophant is an energy, and if you look at him, he's pretty blissed out, right? He's sitting in meditation. He's contacted his higher self. He's in very good communication with the God of his heart. And his desire is wanting to ascend up this staircase. And part of what I recognize in this, and I feel this way when I get into my meditative state. I hope you do too. But the Hierophant is about guidance and inner wisdom. And this could represent some type of a personal development for you, but it would be along the spiritual lines. So maybe you're going to take a class, maybe you're going to learn how to do Reiki. You're going to do something that's going to enhance your skill set, that's going to tap into your spiritual awareness. It will bring you a lot of joy. Okay. So that's what that energy is about. That's a great card. And then we have this Four of Wands. So the fours have to do with stability and happiness and joy. And it's also about balance. And the wands have to do with our inspiration, our creativity, our passion, our motivation, and our intuition. This is a card of potential, not for all of you, potential marriage, but this is also a celebratory type of a card, of an energy, meaning that you've made some kind of a milestone that has, it could be that you graduated, you've completed something, you have attained some type of a success that you're sharing with the people around you that you love. So this is a beautiful card. But then we have the Four of Cups. And there's also that other side of you that taps into her, okay? And if you look at her, she's already utilized and, used these three cups right here. And she's sitting there. And I always look at her as kind of being a brat. She's not really completely gracious or grateful for the things that she has. She looks a little bored. And that is another aspect of fours, is there could be some boredom or stagnation, right? And because it's about cups, I would say this might have to do with your emotions. Like maybe you have a slump in your relationship, or maybe you're not in a relationship and you wish you were. So you kind of feel like, oh, where's my value? But this has to do with how we feel about things. Okay, so that's what this four is about, looking for stability within your relationship, or looking to create stability in your relationship so that your heart is elevated and feeling happy. And then we move to this fox spirit, think on your feet. Now, when I think of a fox, I think of a sly fox, right? So how is this good? And what I came up with when I am sitting here thinking about that is that the fox spirit has to be kind of very cognizant of its surroundings, of everything around itself, right? It needs to know whether it's safe, or he needs to be sly and he needs to protect himself. So it's a clever spirit, right? And what it does is it kind of draws out your creativity to adjust to changing circumstances within your life, right? So it helps you to think on your feet. It helps you to be aware, hyper aware all the things going on around you so that you can best navigate the waters that we're, moving through at this time. However, at the same time, then you have this Ace of Swords. So this is going to be your energy for the week, right? This Ace of Swords is kind of like an aha moment. This is something that's going to come in, and it's going to stimulate your mind. Well, obviously, because this is what this energy is right here in her head, right? So swords have to do with how we express and how we think, how we communicate, how we make decisions. So something is going to come in. It's going to be a new opportunity. It's going to be something that's going to stimulate your mind. It's going to be an energy of, so aces have to do with new concepts or ideas or new points of view. So it may very well be that you're introduced to new technology or new information of some sort that is going to just, activate you and give you this aha clarity, right? Clarity moment. And then this center piece actually represents the energy for the whole reading. This represents you as the King of Wands. Now, this guy, all kings represent knowledge of some level. So this gentleman, and the thing about kings is it doesn't necessarily have to represent a male person. It could represent a female as well. But this is a person who is an entrepreneur. This is a person that thinks outside the box, is very passionate about his projects, very passionate about his ideas. He's very motivated, right? And then he's got this lion over here. I don't know about you. I have a love for lions because my moon sign is in Leo. So Leo the lion. But basically what this is talking about is inner strength, right? So this is a person that has a lot of inner strength, has the ability to be a go-getter, has the ability to be a good leader, be a fair leader. This is a person who is balanced mentally as well, okay? Because that's where their passion and if you look at him, he looks very comfortable in his own skin. So even if you're a female and I'm telling you about this energy, it does kind of represent more of the masculine than it does the feminine, but we have both of those energies within us. So if you're a male and this resonates with you, that's great. If you're a female, you can tap into all those same energies there as your female self. The beautiful thing is then we have the sun. And if you look at this card is just radiating joy, radiating happiness. So next week is going to be a great week for us Tauruses. This is another card of healing. This is a card of being out in the sun. This is a card of being blessed by spirit. This is stepping into our sovereignty. These are all the good feels that the sun provides for us. Okay? Great, great card. And not only that, but because this is a major arcana, this is going to not just be for this week. It just means that we're tapping into the greatest strength of this card and this energy in this present time, in this week. But then we're going to carry it with us into our future, right? So this card is about, I am surrounded by angels. And I've got to say, I work with the angels every single day. I do feel them around me. If you do not work with your angels every day, I would suggest that you do, because they're here to help us. They're the helpers on the other side. They want to help us. They want us to succeed. They want us to live a fulfilled and happy, joyous life. So we can call on them at any time. The only thing that they ask of us is to not put them on a pedestal. Don't put them above you, right? They're even though they're not on this plane, we are just as powerful and just as creative as they are, but in a different way, right? Because we are the image, we were created in the image of God. We were created with his spark, right? Everything was, but we have an energy that has allowed us to come down into this third density to help elevate, really. Our mission here is to help elevate humanity as well as our planet so that she can go forward in her ascension process. So that's a great card. And then we have the lovers. So the lovers could represent love. It certainly could represent the love in our life. It does represent duality. It represents choices, because right, you have choices. You can choose to be love, or you can choose not to be love. This is also a card for me about setting healthy boundaries. So what does that mean? We can set healthy boundaries between us and our significant other, us and our children, us and our family, us and our friends, right? Healthy boundaries. As Taurus people, we're givers, right? We give so much of ourselves. And I think it's really important for us to be able to learn how to set those healthy boundaries. So this, if it doesn't have anything to do with love, which I do believe that it does, because it is a heart-centered card, it could very well be that you're going to get into another relationship with someone that is not a love relationship. It could be a partnership. Maybe you're going to start a business with someone, and it's going to be a positive partnership because you're going to create those healthy boundaries for one another, right? So it could be a new opportunity coming in. It could be a deepening of your relationship, that maybe there's something that happens or something that allows an expression. Maybe there's really good communication this week in terms of deepening that bond. This is a major arcana card. We're going to be working with that energy for a while, specifically in our future. So just be aware that all of these energies, right, are going to be things that we're tapping into. These are all major arcana. Major arcana are the heavy hitters of the tarot. The Chariot is a card of fast moving, could be travel, you could be traveling. But this energy is fast moving. It's also a energy of balancing the dark with the light, right? You have the two different colors there. But the Chariot is about advancement and progression. It is about making headway powerfully on some kind of a project that you're working on, or something that you're trying to manifest for yourself. The Chariot is also an energy of moving ahead, moving forward, fast progression, right? And I feel like it's divinely guided expression. And then we have the Moon. So the Moon is about mysteries, and it's about our intuition. So there's some unknown things that are going to come up and surface for us to look at this next week. This is also in your future, so it could be something that's going to be coming in that may take a while to work through. It might not be revealed right away. This is a card of the subconscious. So if you're having a lot of dreams right now, my suggestion would be to keep a dream journal, because dreams are messages from your subconscious, and your subconscious is trying to bring information to you so that you can tap into it and utilize it for yourself, right? So a dream diary might be a really great thing for you to do. And then the last thing is, it also talks about hidden things. So subconscious is the hidden mind. So there's something that's going to be coming in to reveal itself in our future. And whatever it is going to impact us for a bit. But as of right now, I don't know exactly how that's going to manifest for everyone. Overall, this is an amazing reading. I'm so excited about this. I love this guidance that we know that our angels and our ancestors are with us, our spirit guides are with us. We are surrounded by our angels. Everything just looks really positive. We're being blessed, we're being healed. Things are coming up. We've got this love card here. We got a lot of really great things for us to be excited about this week. Okay, so I'm gonna put myself back on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull our three themes for the week. Now, the way that I look at these three cards is these are kind of my mantra cards, or these are things that I want to kind of consciously remember so that I can work on this through the week. So the first one is desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay. The second one is candle. And the message states, you will be shown the way. Now that, to me, really taps into this energy here that says guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand, and I do not walk alone. I really feel like this just reaffirms this exact same thing, saying that you'll be shown the way, right? And hopefully we will be, because we still have the mystery. Okay, and our last card is, I'm so excited. Diamond. All right, who's getting married? Didn't I say marriage? Marriage? There's a good proposal. Somebody's going to get married. All right, when you get the proposal, let me know, because I think this is exciting. But what the real message reads, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Okay? All right, my Tauruses. I love this reading. I'm very excited about it. I love how Spirit just works with us. And again, please let me know whether or not you like this layout. It's really important for me to get your feedback, because that helps me improve my offerings for you. And I think that's it. So thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing week. Take care of you. Think on your feet. Until next time, take care of you.